everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I bring to you someone who technically is resurrected because they were almost about to quit, but I'm so happy that they did not, because it would be like a huge loss since he's the one who made Execrated reality, and I would love to see more from him personally. I'm talking about none other than OSIRIZ. He has actually released something new 15 days ago. So if you have not, check that out. I've included a sample of that same song in the conversation, before the conversation. So happy listening. If you have any questions, any comments, any well wishes, feel free to leave a comment. And see you on the other side.
I am the hand of God hovering above. Your efforts are worthless! I am the hand of God.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Luke.
What's up?
I'm good, I'm good. Are you still nervous?
Yeah, a bit, yeah.
It's okay, you'll be fine. So, what's going on? What's up?
Not much. It's really warm here at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, just yeah, PC keeps eating the room, so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back to the scene.
Thank you.
It's been a long time. I think a lot of people have been waiting for stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hope so. Yeah, like I've been kind of like very slowly kind of working on stuff because um I used to rush quite a lot of projects before, and I mean, sure, some of them kind of worked out, but they just weren't polished at all.
Mhm.
So I look back with a lot of regret on some of the projects I did that way. So taking my time, I guess, trying to get
Yeah.
better or to a level anyway.
Take your time. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
The only thing is, you shouldn't leave. I mean, I say it like it's a necessity, but I mean, it would be sad if you leave.
Yeah, you know, I almost stayed like for good, to be honest.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, well I almost yeah.
What brought you back?
Um honestly, like just like hearing like what you're doing here
Mm-hmm.
was definitely contributed to it.
Oh.
Hearing other people, other producers, I mean, kind of talk and just like it was just really motivating. It was so nice to see and hear people from different parts of the world just show a real passion for this kind of niche, heavy genre we have here in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it made me kind of miss it. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and you know, I was like for the last like I don't know year and a half,
Mm-hmm.
I was I was quite unwell as well, like just you know my own mental health like was quite poor, so I was dealing with that a lot, and I wasn't really in a position to kind of work on music as well as I wanted to. So finally, when that kind of passed, um, hearing the podcast, you know, talking to a couple of friends and stuff again,
Mm-hmm.
definitely it really got me motivated to just get stuck in and try new things.
I'm very glad to hear
So yeah,
that.
yeah,
Because that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this. There is like a serious lack of conversations in this community. Everybody just wants to, I don't know, talk about themselves and do their own thing, and nobody wants to
yeah,
really talk
yeah. I would agree with that. It's very quiet.
and
It's kind of
isolating.
always been, yeah, it's kind of always been like that. Yeah, you know, I mean, to a point, I think that's to be expected because you know it's we're not in the same neighborhood literally, or we don't
True.
like we're not nearby, or you know,
Yeah.
it and again with this kind of like niche thing that we're doing, or like you know, we're all kind of making like this heavy kind of music, like it's very displaced. You know, we're kind of all over the place, so
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're all like just we just see each other online and stuff. So there's not a cold shoulder like, but it can be difficult to kind of bring people closer together in this kind of ad hoc environment.
Yeah. And I think most of the time it's easy to ignore that others exist beyond their
Yeah,
music.
yeah,
It's just music, music, music.
yeah.
Well, at least this is helping. You are one person that positively admit that, so I guess I'm doing something good.
No, for real. Like when I seen it, I was like, okay, like someone should have done this 5 years ago. Like, not even kidding. It should have been done ages ago. Not even like just flagging it or bringing eyes to it or anything. I don't mean that. I mean just as you said, just having a conversation with people and kind of not exactly well, it does contribute, but like um, but yeah, developing that conversation and you know, bringing a voice to the small artists, the bigger artists, the guys that are just trying to, just trying to get heard or express themselves. I honestly think it's so great. Like, it's just really cool.
Thank you. Yeah. And the best part so far has been that people have actually accepted this in a good way. As in, it was, as you said, it should have been done ages ago. So
Yeah.
luckily, we have a lot to cover now. So,
Yeah.
so I guess that's one way to look at it. Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
great track, Hand of God.
I don't know, but great, but thanks.
You don't like
I'm
it?
still, I don't know.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, okay. I think, like how it works for me is that, like, if I make something and I'm having fun making it, I'll put it out. Um, Usually right after I won't like it anymore. That's pretty much how it always goes. I don't know, maybe that's the curse, like, but like when you make anything, you always just want it to be better the next time and better the next time, better the next time. So I like every other thing I've done that I haven't liked, I'll just improve upon it, and the next one will be better, and so the one after that, and I'm trying my best. So yeah, I'm not I'm not a professional. Like, just like I
Right.
literally just there's I'm still learning. Like, and I probably could have put more time into it in the past, but I had other stuff going on. Um, but no, I'm in a really good place right now, in a good position to really put in some effort and try make some good stuff.
Happy to hear that. And also, I think when you said that there is always something to be done about a track is never finished. You just decide to stop.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta make the call.
Yeah. And that's true for I think everything that can be called art because there is no target point. It's just all subjective stuff. So,
Yeah, yeah. I do some drawing as well, like in
oh,
because I'm studying
nice.
in college, and yeah, I didn't know how to draw until like last year, like
Mhm.
is when I first started. So like I pretty much like just put so much time into that. I know I can kind of get ideas out a bit without hindering myself on how do I do this, how do I do that. Wait,
Mhm.
that's not right. Rub it out. So it's kind of similar with music where you gotta kind of stop punishing yourself and just get it done, put it out, and move on. Like, you can't sit in the same place or sit in the same thing trying to get it right. Just look, it's good enough, send it out and move on to the next thing.
Yeah, right.
It's one of the biggest things I learned, honestly. It's just you won't progress as far as you think you can if you just linger on
True, true.
the same project.
There's always a balance you need to strike between perfectionism and, I don't know, good enough.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't drive yourself crazy as well, It's
Some people do that.
I know I have too, like in the past, and I'm just like, why can't I figure this out? And eventually you gotta like ease off the pressure on yourself sometimes and say, hey, it's okay, like we'll figure it out.
Yeah. So, one question on the duration you were gone for. Has your music changed from, say, Osiris 2 years ago to now? Has it changed?
It's going to. Well, I think well, okay, right. So um I have ideas and
Hmm.
I plan to implement them more, little things, big things, and I plan to progress into a more interesting, polished Osiris, I guess.
Osiris version 2.
Yeah, I guess so. Like a resurrection.
Yeah.
Um Before you I mean that's kind of like there's a lot of layers to that question. Like before, like, I would have been a bit lazier, a bit faster. I had
Mhm.
more things going on in my life than when I made music. I mean, not 2 years ago, but I mean, um, even a year before that when I was pumping out more stuff. Um, there was a lot going on then, so it was kind of a different environment, a different mindset.
Mhm.
I would say I've learned more in the last 2 years than I about myself than I ever have in my entire life. So I'm bringing that to the table now. So there's definitely experience there that's coming with that. But before as well, I used to make music that was very angry, very heavy, very in your face.
Edgy.
Some of them anyway. Yeah, yeah, I guess so. And I wouldn't say that's all there anymore, if at all. I'm not really that person anymore. But I do still love heavy music. I love good, heavy, rhythmic, surprising, progressive, or interesting heavy music. So I try to bring some of that taste in going forward.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah,
Sounds good. I'm excited for what has to come next.
I hope it's good.
You just have to do your
Until-
best. Rest is
Yeah,
rest is not
exactly.
up to
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. I'll just put it out, and I'll just keep working on it and see how it
Yeah.
goes. I'm not out here to be a superstar or anything.
Yeah. All the best for that.
Yeah, I just really enjoy it. Like it's just really fun. And
Mhm.
when I don't know, like if you've experienced anything similar, but when you're like tweaking around and you're messing and you're messing with layers of sounds and stuff and you hit the right mix, the right blend, and it makes this new sound and it's just the most exciting feeling.
You surprise yourself sometimes.
Exactly. Happy mistakes, you
Yeah.
make a mistake and it's a good one and you're like, oh,
Yeah. Has that happened before?
oh,
Do you
hundreds of
remember?
times. Yeah, plenty of times. I remember one time I almost cried because it got so emotional. It's just like
Oh, wow.
the music just like took control of me. It was wild. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I guess the music is doing its job then.
Yeah, even though it's like like basement fucking noises like
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, if you actually ask like somebody who doesn't listen to this, they would probably not even consider this music, which I don't know, amuses me sometimes.
yeah, I was at a friend's house once and it was kind of a little house party and I was kind of drunk so I needed some energy, like was feeling kind of pumped. So I put
Mhm.
on like a really heavy like Death Step track or whatever. And someone came up to me and said, "That's just noise, turn it off."
Okay.
I told her to go fuck herself.
Right. I think that's why headphones are our best friends.
Yeah,
Nobody has to
well,
complain.
I didn't care.
Yeah. I once sent something to one of my friends, and he straight up said that it gave him headache. So yeah.
Yeah, that's my mom would say. Yeah, in the past she would be like, "Oh yeah, it just does something weird to my head and chest," and I'm like, "Okay, I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
It's interesting."
I was reading through one of the bios you put up on your website, and it said something like spiritualism, mythology, and history. You combine these things and translate that into your music. Has that changed, or is it still the same, at least the themes?
I would say that would be more consistent with some of the stuff in the past. Really, it's up to me. Like, I might not.
Hmm.
It depends how I'm feeling. It depends on the sounds that I make. If it's fitting to something, if I can do some niche callback to some cult from like the 40s or something in the song, I might do that.
Uh-huh.
I have done that. I've done stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, if Yeah, like if the opportunity's there, yeah, sure. It's interesting you brought that up. I don't even remember where that is.
That was actually on the website that you put up. I think you made that
Oh
using
right.
the Wix website thing.
Oh yeah.
Do you
Okay.
remember that?
Yeah, vaguely. Okay.
I think
I'll have to go and investigate that.
that was updated about 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I think.
Oh right.
Yeah, so I dig up.
Yeah.
I can be
Okay,
a
I
bit
forgot about that one.
creepy with my research.
So no, it's all good. Thorough, thorough.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually looks really nice. Holy shit. Anyway, sorry, I just seen it. I forgot it. I was there.
That's okay.
Anyway.
I was talking about the BPMs you use. You usually don't stick with 140. Is that like a deliberate choice, or is it just something that goes with your, I don't know. It gives us a psychedelic vibe, especially executed reality. That's like it's been my favorite for I don't know how many years now. I don't think it's changing anytime soon.
Yeah, no. I don't like 140 at all. It's just
Good.
it's too fast. For me personally.
Mhm.
Like kind of bubblegum, chew it, spit it out music is usually very fast, and
Good
you
analogy.
don't you don't really get to sit and listen. I mean, some of the best songs ever made are made at lower BPMs.
Mhm.
I think, in my opinion, anyway. Like, not that it's saying that I'm copying that or trying to make the best song. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just that I don't know. I find it's just more interesting and impactful when it's a little bit slower, I think. And I also don't like to follow the traditional. Well, maybe I did in the past, and
Uh-huh.
maybe there's still a bit of it there, with the drum patterns and stuff. But I don't really like the traditional 140. I mean, I've
Mhm.
done 140 stuff, but I find myself now just getting more and more comfortable.
I sense a rebel inside you.
Yeah, you mentioned X-rated reality. Is that like 6 minutes or something? I think
Nah,
you were
I think
saying
that's
to me.
9 minutes, if I remember correctly. Hang on, let me check
Yeah,
that
and I know
quickly.
it's like kind of repetitive.
It's right amount of repetitive. I mean, I will not let you take that song down for me. I've heard that some people say it's repetitive, and I don't know. I like the fact that it repeats, but it also has like the right amount of variation.
Yeah, I can't remember. Well, I remember. I don't remember why, but I was very, very, very angry one day. I mean, really, really, really angry. Just pure hatred sitting in
Uh-huh.
my chest, and I literally just made the most obnoxious, ear-piercing snare I could,
Mhm.
and I just made this song, and I made it long like that because it was for me personally. It wasn't the idea wasn't for me to make a track and just put this out for other people. This was literally something for me. It made me feel better sitting and listening to this over and over and over again because I was
Oh,
so angry, and it helped me get through it.
did it help?
It did, yeah. It for sure did.
I'm looking at it. It was released 6 years ago. It doesn't feel like that. It's 6 minutes long, and
6 years ago.
yeah, that feels like ages ago, right?
Yeah,
And it was at 85 BPM. Wow,
yeah. It's a sweet BPM.
that's really good. I think that's why it gives you the psychedelic vibe. It just gets your head somehow.
Yeah, I think like the lower BPMs as well, you can be way more rhythmic because you've more time to play with,
Mhm.
and you can really kind of stretch out your sounds. And yeah, I don't know, I just love lower BPMs. It's so much fun.
Good, because I think we have too many 140s.
Yeah, it's very common, which is
Yeah,
fine. People are comfortable, and there's a lot of great songs that are sorry tracks that are at 140,
true, true.
for sure. But yeah, it's just personal taste, really. I think.
Mhm. You had a couple of projects alongside Osiris. One of them is DISECT. I think that was a collaboration with Venom.
Yeah, it sure was.
It was, right? So you abandoned that, or I think it's because Venom left. Is it that?
I wouldn't say he left. It's just
He's MIA currently, so I don't know if he's going to be back or when he's going to be back.
um. So I can't really say much because I gotta respect his privacy. I mean, we talk
I
all the time,
understand.
but like, yeah, yeah. But I think like, yeah, we just kind of, I don't know, the project's just kind of, I don't know, got kind of dusty, and then that was it. And then we just kind of got so busy with our own lives. Honestly, like even back then when this was going on, I was, um, oh, I don't know, I wasn't in a good place, and I was messing around with drugs and stuff, and I could have been
Mhm.
paying more attention to the work I was doing.
Mhm.
Um, so it's probably my part too, my fault too. I don't know, but we have talked about multiple times over the last couple of years about getting it started again.
Uh-huh.
Because at least in my opinion, and I don't know how, but I think we work really well together. Um, and I don't know, maybe in the future we'll get it started again. We talk about it now and then. And it's uh, it's definitely in our heads now and then. So who knows?
Okay. So it's not completely dead.
I wouldn't say it's completely dead now, but we'll see. I
That's good
can't
enough.
really make any promises. Like,
That's good enough for now. And the other project, Ankh, is that how you say it? The lo-fi
yeah,
project.
that's all right. Yeah, I should probably change that name. It's pretty cringe.
I mean, it's cringe for
Yeah,
lo-fi, so
yeah. I actually have like, oh wait, or do I? one second. I actually have like more stuff for that alias on my main, privated, but anyway.
Mhm.
But yeah, you were asking about that. Sorry.
So, I mean, you dedicated an entire alias for lo-fi, so you must have been at least somewhat invested in lo-fi, right? What got you into
Um,
that?
I mean, it's kind of like weird trap stuff and lo-fi ish. I don't know what got me into it. I actually have no idea. Well, I don't know. Like I always like. Well, sorry, scatterbrain. I kind of always like that kind of music. I mean, I grew up listening to Eminem.
Mhm.
Uh, I mean, I love that kind of stuff. I don't know. A couple of years back, I remember Venom
Mhm.
showed me some stuff like that. I don't know. There was kind of like a I don't know what it was called, but it was like some kind of niche or something. I really enjoyed it. I don't know. So now and then, just take a break. I kind of make like weird trap beats and weird beats and stuff like that. And lo-fi
Nice.
stuff. Some of it's not very good. I don't really have much experience doing that kind of stuff, so I just kind of mess around.
That's fair. That's fair. The only thing
Yeah.
is, I mean, I think when you combine genres like this, which is not heavy, let's say, and then you at least get some influences of that into the heavy stuff, that creates really interesting stuff.
What do you mean by blending them together in one thing?
Say, for example, some people combine lo-fi and say Minatori. I don't know how that would be done, but imagine if
Oh, I get
somebody
you.
executes that. That would be interesting. And I guess that's
Yeah. Well.
a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of like really. I mean, a few examples in my head. I don't really have any, but usually that's when there's breakthroughs, right? Is when you
Yeah,
mix something together with another thing and it works so well, it creates a new thing. So I get what you're saying for sure. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So I think you're going to put out some stuff on that. As you mentioned, you already have some yet to be released.
Yeah, but like I have lots of stuff that I haven't put out that I just don't like. Like
Okay.
so I wouldn't cross your fingers there and pray.
Still,
There's
it's
yeah,
good enough for me. I mean, I only think about hope. As long as there is hope, that's all I care about. I guess the rest is up to the artists.
yeah. Well, I already started a new track for my main, so
Nice.
yeah. So maybe in a week or two, I'll probably like 3, or maybe even a month. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Depends.
Take your time.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
You also mentioned that you never used to, or you distanced yourself from other people's music. Do you still do that?
Yep. Actively, I have to. I've no choice. It's too much influence on me. Well, I don't know. I think that happens to everyone, but like I try to listen to metal
Mm-hmm.
more. Um, well, I pretty much do. Um, I find no, like I don't know. It's kind of like I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I get
It's
that.
like Minatorial is my girlfriend, but metal's my wife.
Yeah, I get it. I get
Something like that.
it.
I don't know.
Also, Jerry is going to call out on that. It's not Minotaur, it's Minotaur.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I forgot about that.
You totally stepped into that.
Oh yeah, he walked right into that. Can't
Yeah.
wait for that. Yeah, Minotaur. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. I know. Like so funny.
Call it whatever you like. It's a name.
Yeah, it's just how we pronounce words over here is a bit different. But I
Yeah.
know like that's the correct way to say it. But yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. Would you I don't know, do you have any collaborations with people that you would like to do? For example, I think I phrased that question wrong. Let me do that again. So, are there any people you would like to collaborate with in the future?
I don't think I'm a very good person to collab with, to be honest.
You worked out well with Venom, so you never know.
Yeah, but like that was with me. Like there was kind of a structure. Well, not a structure, but like I mean structure. No, so I'm just laughing because of how unorganized we actually were. Um, I don't know. Look, that just worked out. Okay, I don't even know.
Sure, I mean, it can again work out again.
Uh, I, I, I don't know. Not really. I don't know. I was meant to like work on something with Moth a while back, and we exchanged stems, but it just I don't know. It just maybe I fucked it up or something. I don't remember.
Mhm. Okay.
Maybe revisiting that would be cool. I don't know.
All right. Let's say that you are an amazing person at collaborations. Then who would you want to collaborate with?
Yeah, I would definitely like to do more music with Venom, obviously. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fair. That's fair. I was just
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah. I'd maybe someone from a different genre. That'd be cool.
Mm. Let's see.
Yeah,
Maybe.
sorry, no names pop into my head. I don't mean to offend anyone. Like, it's just I
No,
really
that's.
don't know.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Some people don't like collaborations at all.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like them. It's just I don't know. It's just I actually just don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just I work like by myself so much. It's just really hard for me to try and wrap my head around
Mhm.
working with someone else usually
Yeah.
outside of Venom because I know him ages now, so it's different.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like outside or
Yeah,
outsider. Yeah.
yeah. Not that I would flag someone as an outsider. It's just yeah, it is different to work with someone you don't know or stuff like that. You know, it can be kind of awkward. You're kind of like fumbling and stepping on each other's toes and
Yeah. And
tripping over
then,
shoelaces.
yeah. And then criticism can be tricky.
Yeah, or even like just working with someone else's style of sound can sometimes be a big challenge too. You know, they might have type of sound or bass or something that might not really fit well with yours, and so then you kind of have to work really hard to kind of not have them, you know, be so juxtaposition or anything, or
Yeah.
you know,
Coming to the, common page would be difficult. I get it.
yeah.
All right. Let's pass that. That's fine.
Sorry.
That's totally fine.
All right.
And what's your life like outside of music? What do you do when you're not Osiris?
I'm actually a male stripper. No, I'm joking.
You got me there for a second. I was like, should I laugh? Am I supposed to
It's
laugh?
late as night. No, my life outside. I play a lot of games.
Mhm.
I play with Influx a lot actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, we play a lot of Counter Strike.
Mhm.
I'm not very good, but still I try. Um, yeah. Besides that, I do some drawings. Work in Illustrator a bit. What else? Oh, I love old video games. Got a PS2 hooked up to a CRT TV, big tube TV.
Nice.
It's awesome. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. I like cycling. Um, I mean, I meet up with my friends now and then. We have a couple of beers. I mean, I'm just kind of like just your average guy, really. I don't really do anything that insane.
Living life, enjoying stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to, you
That's
know.
fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's it really. It's not much. At the moment, things are kind of quiet because I'm not really working this summer, so
Mhm.
not really doing much. So just waiting for college to start up again in September. So
Oh, has COVID affected you? At least the education and stuff?
yeah, I was yeah, a bit like it wasn't too bad though. You know, like I just had to do my classes from home. I was fortunate enough that I had a semi decent internet that I could do that. You know, some people couldn't because they're living in like the sticks or whatever. So,
Right, right.
but yeah, you know, it was fine. I got it was actually it's actually a lot easier doing it at home for me because I had to travel otherwise like 2.5 hours a day. So
Oh, that
pretty good.
sucks. 2.5
Yeah,
hours every day.
yeah.
That doesn't
On a
sound
sweaty
nice.
bus, on a sweaty bus with the windows fogged up with fucking sorry for cursing, 300
That's
other
all
people
right.
on the bus. Like
Yeah,
um yeah, but yeah, not much. That's it. I'm a
that's a lot
simple man.
actually. I think a lot of the producers in the scene were initially the teens, edgy teens when they entered the scene, and now they have, I don't know, grown out of that edgy teen phase, and all they say is, I'm a simple man," and I'm like, you just grew up, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, when I met Venom, he was like 17.
Hmm.
Which really weirds me out. I know we're both in our 20s,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's just weird. Like I don't know, like when you're younger, things just you know suddenly you're 20 and you're like, oh shit, and like oh god, gotta go to school, gotta get a job.
Yeah. How long ago did you start music?
I almost get this wrong.
Roughly.
2013, I think I started.
Wow. Okay. That's 8 years already.
8 years. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So it's 2013, but I didn't actually start making anything near for like a structured track
I mean,
until
quality is fine, but you got into it, right?
yeah. I mean, if you call messing around with
I
stuff,
would call that, yes. I would consider that.
yeah. I mean, I guess yeah. So 8 years, I guess. Yeah,
Wow, that's a long time.
yeah. It wasn't until like 6 years ago that I put on anything that was near what I was aiming for. So
Mhm.
I'll call it 6. You can call it 8.
Okay, okay. More than 5, let's say.
Yeah, yeah.
When you started, did you think you would be where you are? Not saying that you're famous, big, or whatever. I mean, those things are fine, but just looking at your progress so far, did you think you'd be where you are?
No,
What did you think?
I think I don't know. You're always like when you're pumping out music and there's plays and there's feedback.
Hmm.
You kind of get ideas in your head at a young age, and then you're like, oh, maybe I could do this as a job, or
Ah, right.
maybe I could just keep uploading and maybe grow slowly and maybe turn it into something.
Hmm.
But the swift, hard hammer of life will often sweep by and tell you otherwise.
You sound
So,
so much like Jerry.
okay. Yeah, well,
If I remember him saying it correctly, I think he said, "I had what delusional dreams or something like that." He said,
oh, delusions of grandeur,
"Yeah,
probably
yeah,
something
right.
like that. Yeah, yeah, we all do. Um,
Nothing wrong in that. I mean, we must all have dreams, you know."
yeah, for sure. It's just when you're young, you get a bit kind of drunk on the idea, I guess.
Yeah, and then you calibrate to, I don't know, reality.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come back. Yeah, for
But you never
sure.
know. I think all you have to do is enjoy, and then you really never know what happens.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. It reached a point where I was putting so much stress on myself, trying to do better, trying to make something new, trying to progress so hard, trying to push myself, and then I kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and then I went so fast, I stopped moving, froze, stopped making stuff, put some stress on myself.
Classic burnout situation.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. And then you got to take a step back and you say, hold on a second, this is a hobby. This isn't, you gotta take it easy and you gotta say, look, like, just chip away at it, do your best, and
Mm,
progress will come, maybe some reward in the end. Who knows? Just do your best.
yeah, right. It's easy to forget all of that.
Yeah, because like in the start, like when I talk about this with a friend of mine, in the start, you got none to lose and everything to
Hmm.
gain. So
Exactly.
you're just having fun and you're just throwing stuff out there. And somehow back then ideas flowed easier than they do now. I think a lot of that's kind of like this kind of mental gymnastics you play with your creative brain,
Yeah.
trying to trying to put work out. So
Yeah, and I think a lot of the problems come from expectations. You think people expect something, you expect something, and I don't know, the never-ending chase of progressing kind of sucks
yeah,
the fun out of the entire thing.
exactly. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, progress is good, sure, but it shouldn't come at a cost of losing the fun.
Yeah, exactly. Should all be with the fun. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're doing it for, I don't know, professional job, then it's a different story.
I don't know if I'd like that, to be honest.
You can sometimes tell if the artist is actually invested in the music, or is it just something that is, programmatically done like a formula? It's just done
Yeah,
because it's supposed to be done.
yeah. You kind of see in this kind of music space that we're in. There's a lot of kind of interesting experimentation that
Mm.
happens, and you wouldn't see as many. At least I think anyway. You wouldn't see as many guys, in the what you were saying about it being, you know, kind of professional level, or what I would say
Mm.
like cookie cutter, or
Yeah,
you know it's all formulated like or something. You wouldn't see
exactly.
that kind of risk, that there it wouldn't be a wise investment to take risks, but in reality it makes music much more interesting, in my opinion.
True, true. And I think the risk exactly is what makes things interesting. Otherwise, nobody wants to listen to a second Marshmallow, for example.
Yeah,
You know?
that's a, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I've heard so many new producers, I don't know, trying to copy the OGs from the scene, for example, people trying to say copy you, and that wouldn't work out, right? I mean, you are you.
Yeah, I don't know why someone wants to copy me. I'm fucking shit. Copy someone else with fucking more skill or something. Leave me alone. I got my own thing going on.
Yeah.
But no, like, in general, I don't know why people would do that or even think about that. And if you're young and you're starting up, don't do that. That's not a good idea. It's not going to go well. You're going to get called out for it, and you won't like it yourself after because it won't feel like you. They won't be your ideas. You'll just be modifying someone else's, and it's not good. Like yeah. I never understood why people do that. It's really strange to me. It's a phenomenon in itself, to be honest.
True, true. Influences are fine. Taking ideas from people are fine, but just, I don't know, trying to
Yeah.
replicate someone, that's just too much.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. I've seen it. I've seen it happen plenty of times.
Hmm.
I've seen producers I know get copied one for one almost, or even
Yeah.
or even just straight up robbed samples out of their songs and
Oh, that is so
try
sad.
and reprocess it badly. And yeah, it's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah, initially I never understood how you can actually steal sounds, but then as I got into the scene, I realized that it's actually possible and it is being done more than I realized.
Yeah, I used to get annoyed, but like it's just sad. I don't care anymore, but it's just sad. Just
Yeah,
like yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
that's fine. You cannot prevent everything, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's just I don't know. I wish someone would help them or something. I just feel sad for them. I don't know why.
Let's hope they realize. Anyway, let's not get into that, you know, downward
The rabbit
spiral.
hole. Yeah.
Exactly. What would you say to people who are just starting out? You mentioned one thing, that don't copy people. What would you say other than that?
Number one, have fun.
Mhm.
Number two, take it easy. It's not a job. Don't put too much stress on yourself. Number three, make some friends
Yeah.
and collaborate and have fun. Don't steal their bases when you do that. That's bad.
Yeah.
Don't do that. I mean, unless you resample it, it's completely unrecognizable. Obviously, that's just different. That's not the same thing. But anyway,
Mhm.
but yeah, I don't know. Just try to be positive and just have a good time because sometimes it can really weigh people down, and people already have enough on their plates in the world, to be honest.
True.
And yeah, just remember why you started. After a while, just remember why you started. That was a big thing for me. You kind of get lost after a while, and you say, "What the hell am I doing?"
True, true. It feels like a race after a while.
Exactly. Everyone says that because it does. It's literally what it feels like, and you gotta slow it down and say, "Nah, I ain't running no more. I'm just gonna sit here and play in the mud."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Play in the mud. Nice. I like that.
yeah.
You've got good analogies.
Thank you.
Well, that's all the questions I had. Did you want to talk about something that I did not cover?
Um, I actually don't know. Just you have me on the spot now.
Sorry, I should have. Yeah, that puts people on the spot. I realize that, but I don't know. That's just one way of asking that question. Maybe I should figure out another way of asking that question.
I have a question for you. As like an outsider,
Mhm.
well, not an outsider, but like
Non-producer.
you're not a
Yeah,
producer exactly.
yeah.
What what are your like outside views on this little niche thing people have going here?
How do you mean?
Okay, so I'll step it back. What kind of music would you traditionally listen to, or like
Like before this?
yeah, before this, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was never into music that much. I actually accidentally discovered that I liked music. My dad actually got some songs from from a shop. We did not have internet access that much, so if you wanted anything, you had to go to the shop, which had the internet. So and accidentally, I got one of the songs from Linkin Park. Do you remember Numb?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so that was the
classic.
first time I was like, okay, I like this music. And I used to listen to that for, I don't know, for 2, 3 years. That was the only thing I listened to. And eventually things changed when I moved to a place which had internet, which was in 2011, 2012. And then from dubstep, I'm not sure, you know, Berzox, that was one of the guys I used to listen to initially. Then it kind of changed from that to recommendations from YouTube. Then I got something from 1.8.7 Dead Step. The first song I remember was Haxon remix of Purge. That was like
Oh,
that
I
was the
love 187.
mind blowing moment for me.
187 is awesome. One of
Yeah,
those like they're so good.
I still remember
Miss them so much.
goosebumps from that,
Yeah.
and there was no going back. So then I discovered Code Pandorum and everybody else in the scene.
Yeah, and so you obviously like progressed through quite a bit of music there in a couple of years. Do you think
Yeah.
like do you think that this kind of little bubble is gonna pop, or do you think that you think it's gonna keep going somewhere? Because the reason why I asked that is because I'm always curious about what other people think, but I never actually know anyone personally enough who isn't a producer
Ah, right.
that could give an opinion or what they think, or you know?
I think I'm not sure about that answer because it went quiet for a bit in the middle. For example, 2018, post 2018, it was a bit quiet. 2015, 2016 was like very active. Or maybe I was just new in the scene at that time.
Yeah, well, no, it was very active then. 2015 was nuts. There was just so many bangers came out in 2015,
Yeah,
and
so
even 2014, 2013.
yeah, I was not there during that time. 2015 ending is when I actually started to actively listen to this and look for music like this. So
Yeah.
from that time, there definitely seems like a bubble, but it's not the kind of bubble that pops, but it's more like, I don't know, it's like a radius thing that expands,
Yeah.
you know. And one thing that I do fear about is the, I don't know, the it's like a small community has a certain level of comfort and coziness in it, you know.
Mm.
It's easy to know people, like it's if it's just 200, 300 names, it's easy to at least know all of the names. But as it grows, you it's hard to keep track of things, and I think
That's good though.
that's happening a little bit.
I hope so.
Which is actually a good thing.
I really do. Like this could turn into something else entirely in a couple of years or even next year. Who knows? Like,
Yeah. And one thing is, a lot of people are coming back,
yeah,
which is definitely a good sign.
yeah. I hope so, and I hope everything goes well for everyone. Honestly, like, cause I've always kind of wanted it to succeed. It's well, not to be a commercial success or anything, but the way like there's so many like little niches of music out there that are really popular,
Yeah,
but still underground enough that they don't get ruined or bastardized or anything
exactly.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, so I really just I'd love something like that for this kind of music, but it is very young as well, though.
True, true. I don't mind the size. It's okay if I cannot keep up. I mean, it's better to have too many things to listen to than not enough. So that is always fine. The only thing I do not want is, I don't know, the cookie cutter things, you know?
Oh yeah,
As long as that doesn't happen, I'm happy.
I hate cookie cutter music.
Yeah.
Love cookies though.
Yeah. Are you still nervous?
A little bit. I don't know. It's just I'm a bit of an anxious person, like so.
You didn't sound like you were nervous, so good job.
Ah yeah.
So, did you have any other questions?
I don't think so. I don't know. Nothing's come to my head. I wish I thought of something. I probably had loads, but
That's all right. Well, this is the first time somebody's actually asking me questions like directly.
yeah, I know. I thought like honestly, it's like a genuine thought. Like so, I was just
Yeah.
wondering.
Okay. Okay. Fair.
Yeah,
Fair
because
enough.
yeah, there's not enough. I think there's not enough information there. I don't know. I think
About me?
no, no, no. Sorry, no. I mean about a kind of like outsider opinion.
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah,
I do
sure.
I do think the audience could be bigger. But gotta break through that veil somehow. I don't know when it'll happen, but it'll happen. Someone might do it. Who knows? Could be anyone. No idea.
From what I realized, the audience is actually big if you count everything, but it's compartmentalized. You know,
Yeah,
like there are different pockets in different, I don't know, even on SoundCloud, if you go, there are different producers who have different circles, and same goes for followers as well. And it just needs to combine. That would make exactly what you want.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, it needs
Not
to
sure
just
how that would happen. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's always been that way, actually. As far as I can remember, there's always been little groups, little pockets doing their own thing, and that's fine. Whatever.
Mhm.
Not saying that they should reach out to every person. Hey, you want to do something? I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Organically happening, that would be
yeah,
great.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, if things just yeah.
Channels like Hydraulic, DJ Frost, these guys, they do a great job of, I don't know, pulling together all of these people somehow.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree with that so much. These kind of channels are like literally the cobblestone
Yeah.
of this musical civilization we have. Literally, like it's a huge help. Like I went on YouTube, like I think it was like a couple months back
Mhm.
because someone asked me about a track or something I did. I can't remember, and I went on there and I have a track that has like 250,000 plays. I was like, what the actual fuck? I was like, "What the fuck?" And, I like that would never happen on SoundCloud for me, like, ever.
Yeah.
Um, So the fact that, Jesus, even if it was a couple thousand people playing it over and over again, that's great. That's really cool. They
Yeah.
enjoyed it. That's awesome.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's yeah, people like all those guys are just saints. Honestly, the work they do.
True, true. So good things happening in the community. At least I feel that way.
Yeah, for sure. There's some good guys out there. I haven't been listening to much music, I'll admit, but I know there's I've been listening to the videos you're doing and
Mhm.
some very nice, active, positive, intelligent people working hard, so
Yeah.
it's cool.
It's cool. Yeah. Let's hope where this.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see where this goes. I'm actually very curious to see where this is all heading towards because I have no idea, honestly.
Yeah, neither do I.
It's
I don't
like
think
a
anyone does.
surprise box.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. And like you are back, a couple of other people are also back. And I really, really, really want to speak to Venom, but then he's elusive, very elusive.
Yeah, it won't happen, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
I'll keep trying
Yeah.
nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah. He's bit of a language barrier, so it'd be very challenging.
Yeah. I'm actually learning Russian because there are a lot of Russian producers. It might take me a couple of years to actually get to a point where I can have conversations with people, if I can at all do that. So German is probably on that way, but it's like it's a very long-term plan.
I wonder if you could pay like some kind of interpreter to join like a Skype call or something.
But it wouldn't be like a one-on-one conversation, you know?
Yeah. But you could have like a translator or something. I don't know.
I mean, I do know people,
I don't
for
know.
example, there is a community in VK. VK is like a Russian version of
Yeah.
Facebook of sorts. So
Yeah.
there are communities there, and there are some community heads who, for example, I don't know, do you know Minatorial?
I don't.
That's basically a page. So it's moderated by a lady. She also interviews people and puts like a blog of things. And I could ask her to do the interviews in Russian, and then but this one-on-one thing, I don't know, I'm selfish, I guess, in that sense.
I actually never heard of that page until you just told me.
Yeah, I'll probably put that in the description. You can go and take a look. She did a couple of interviews.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, she actually helped me with the translation of the book also to Russian, which might be out in some time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so a lot of good people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, that's all I have for now, unless you have something else.
I know I don't. Yeah, sorry. I wish I was more interesting or had something
Oh,
to
you
talk
were
about, but that's about
interesting.
it.
Why do you look down upon yourself like that?
That's just the way it is, you know. You gotta do that. You can't step up if you're not down or something like that. Who knows?
Yeah. It annoys me a little bit when people are, I don't know, too much critical about themselves. There is definitely a place for that. There's also definitely a place where you have to be humble. Yeah, that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here and welcome back again.
Thank you. It was cool.
I hope you stay.
Yeah, I'm planning on it. Hopefully things go well.
And whatever you're planning to release next, all the best for that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'll speak to you again sometime.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye. So that was Luke. And wasn't that a fun conversation? People say that they're bad at conversations, and it's just, yeah, they're not bad. I don't know. You guys tell him. Was he bad? I don't think so. Anyway, that's all for now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully, we'll have some other person who is also unexpected. Let's see. Bye bye.